Peace. What's good, y'all? It's your brother God Science up in here once again. Shout out, special salute to the few that do watch. Appreciate y'all, true indeed. Yeah, I'm dressed up out here like the snowman. It's like, look, I'm from New York, man, but been in Florida since like 2015. I ain't used to this cold shit no more. But it's cold out here today. But anyway, man. Hope everybody's doing good out there, man. I just wanted to talk about something real quick. I seen a couple of videos and people going in on, now I don't know, as a producer, Rhythm Roulette, right? Which one day I'm going to be on that. That's my goal. But I hear a lot of people talking about Timberlands Rhythm Roulette, right? And it wasn't good. So I basically went and watched it. Now, granted, some people are saying that he knew they set up the sample. I don't know how Rhythm Roulette works. I do know Timberland has a catalog of work. Dude has always gone left. I mean, I remember when Timberland first came out, I couldn't get his music. It was so different, especially with the stuff he was doing for Aaliyah. I mean, it was just like, I mean, it was just not normal as to be like, yo. But then I started, after a while, like, liking it. But he's always gone left. And I think that's what makes a hot producer. You know what I mean? Not these dudes that follow a trend, dudes that stick to their style, and they come out like the Neptunes. Any top producer that you think of, they all got a sound. You know what I'm saying? And they stuck to that sound, and that's what people go to them for, their sound. Timberland sampled Jill Scott, The Revolution Will Not Be Televised, which Kanye actually sampled on Late Registration. Now, he had three records. He didn't go through the other records. Now, I don't understand what's the issue. If I'm a producer and I've been digging for a while, I still dig. This weekend I went digging at the flea market in dollar bins and higher. If I'm a producer and I see Jill Scott record, off the top from digging, there's something on that. There's something on that. The more you dig, the more you start getting familiar with records, you get familiar with the producers. I look at artwork under the albums, and it'll tell you like, yo, this look like there's some stuff on it. And then it's not like that. Sometimes it will be like I sample a lot of 70s, 80s. I remember one time I had a 68 record from 1968, and I didn't think I got anything from that. And I got these Mexican horns. I'm gonna play it once. I'm gonna start putting my music in here. But it was dope, so you don't know what you could get. But the beat that he did on Rhythm Roulette was dope. He took a sample that Kanye did, which is Kanye's a legend, and he flipped it, and it sounded nothing like what Kanye did. Isn't that the point? Especially if you're gonna sample a beat that someone else sampled, that's a legend. That's like me taking, let's see, Tribe Called Quest. Is that a dare? Oh my God. Yo. Anyway, sorry about that, yo. Anyway. Let's say I took Check the Rhyme, right? I don't know what beat, what album that's from, but that sample, Check the Rhyme, That's a classic sample for Tribe Called Quest. If me as a producer had to go and get that same record to sample, I'm gonna have to do something spectacular, because Tribe already did it. Chances I wouldn't even touch it, because like, how you gonna top check the rhyme? But his Rhythm Roulette, it sounded like something he would do. His drums sounded just like Timberland drums. So I don't get what people are talking about. Now I saw another Rhythm Roulette, and I forgot who this dude was, and I think y'all know what I'm talking about. Dude had on like a brown hat, and he didn't even make a beat. He just played a sample, added some corny drums to it, and he sat back and was like, you rock with it? And I'm like, yo, what the hell? It was the worst Rhythm Roulette I've ever seen. I wish I could remember this dude's name. I never heard of him before, but woo. So but Timberland wasn't, now like I said, I don't know if it was set up or anything like that, but the beat sounded dope. So I don't get what the issue is. Like, y'all could leave your comments and let me know what the issue is about Timberland. And I know people are gonna talk about, I heard that he takes other people's beats and he goes, well, you're not in the studio. I don't want to hear that. If you saw it with your eyes, then I'll believe you. I've actually paid money to see his masterclass, and unless that was AI and not him, he did some, he was, taught a lot about mixing and coming up with a groove. I don't know how maybe you can Google Timberland's masterclass or something, but I definitely had paid for that, and The Alchemist. So I'm just saying, I don't understand what the issue is with Timberland's masterclass. Now I was reading the comments, and you got people in there, oh, we want to hear 808 Mafia. Anything other than that is trash. Well, speak for yourself, bro. Okay, speak for yourself. Music is subjective. What you like, you like. I'm not forcing my music style on anybody. If that's what you want to hear, fine. Me, I'm personally tired of hearing the same thing. The same 808s, the same triplet highs, and it's like, elevate, do something, reverse them or something, reverse just try something new. That's just me. We try something new. I mean, no wonder, like, they're saying that, hip hop is at its lowest. It's just the song is just stuck, and I won't really say that because 2024 was big for Kendrick, a lot of other people that's doing things. DJ Mustard, all these dudes from the West Coast. I think they're, it's like a new, the album is dope. You know what I mean? Basically, like, every song on the album is dope. GNX. And like I said, Q-Tip put out an album with LL, that's dope. Ice Cube, with a lot of albums. So I won't say that hip hop is, at its lowest, because there's a lot of people doing their thing out there. Alchemist, Rock Marciano, Boldy James. Can't forget my man, gosh, it just slipped my mind. Oh my gosh. But Freddie Gibbs. Yes, Freddie Gibbs. Don't sleep on Freddie Gibbs. Dude is dope. But it's a lot of dope MCs and dope producers out here. The main sound that everybody's running with, I don't know. I'm just trapped out. I'm trapped out. And I think that's why people are gravitated to GNX gravitating to more. Look, Redman just put out an album, Muddy Waters 2, and it was #1 on Apple Music. If that don't tell you something, and he didn't go, you know, it doesn't sound dated. He did what he does. And that's why I believe what you call boom bap, it will never die, because people will come up with like this. For example, you got this trap sound and it's gonna keep going and going and going, and then people are gonna a while get tired of it, and then somebody's like some young kids, they're gonna go back and dig, and they're gonna use this boom bap sound and come out, and they're gonna sound like, oh my god, they on some new stuff, and people are gonna rush to them because it's something different. But in reality, it's not really different. It's that boom bap. It's just been absent for a while. So it's like a revert. It's like, in circles. I mean, look, we wearing Jordans that came out in 1990. Things move in circles, man. We'll go. It's just in circles. So it will come back around. Then it'll go down. You got groups like Griselda and stuff, people that's still doing boom bap, or what you will call, 90s hip hop or stuff, and they got a fan base for it. We're us. We're the kids that grew up on that. And like I said, I listen to new. I try not to just listen to old school or that type of style. I listen to all kinds of music, but after a while, it gets like these new producers, you can't tell who's who unless you hear a tag or you read the credits. It's like you don't know who's who because it all sounds the same, But like they say, hip hop is a young man's game. They control the narrative of what. But like I said, there's the Red just dropped, and he has a fan base that's there. So that's just to let you know, to make the video short, is that don't follow trends, man. That's just my belief. Do what comes out. Now, I'm not saying sound dated. What I do is try to mix a little bit of, the new stuff with the old, you know what I mean? And come up with my own type of, my version of trap or something like that. But it just seems like the producers that succeed and become bigger, big super producers like Chad Hugo and Pharrell and Timberland and these dudes, is because they got their own sound. You know what I mean? They do their own thing. While everybody's going right, they're going left. And I love that. I love producers that experiment and try new things and not stay in a box. And I think people have been hearing trash for so long. When something that comes along that sounds good, it doesn't sound good to the ears. That's just me, man. But anyway, what y'all think? If y'all haven't seen Timberland, Rhythm Roulette, y'all go look at it and tell me what you think. You know what I mean? As a person that loves hip hop, what you think? Is that beat whack? I don't know if it was set up or not to make Timberland look good. That's just accusations. I don't think it's that wild that he will pull 3 records and he will see Jill Scott and he would just go for that, because you start learning, you start learning when you dig. So if I was digging and I saw Kool and the Gang from like 19 back, when they first started 19, I'm not talking about the Kool and the Gang when they started singing, like the Kool and the Gang when there was a band. If I pulled one of those records and it was other 3, I'm going at that one first, because I know there's something on that one. That's just me. But thank you guys for listening to me rant. Like I said, I don't see anything wrong with the beat. Y'all need to go check that dude. I think it was like the last rhythm roulette that was done, and I could be on rhythm roulette if he can. It gives you it's sad, but then it gives you hope that if he can get on rhythm roulette and do something like that, and they rock with it, yeah, you gonna rock with what I do. I'm not I got a lot more to learn, but I could flip a sample. Anyway, y'all stay safe out there. All right, peace.